Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Oh, it's good to see everybody. I was looking, Ann, we're going to hold you to this same number every service now. Ann filled two benches back there. We're proud of her. We really are. Good to see everybody here. Some visiting. I think everybody's been here before, except for maybe one or two. If you're here for your first time, we're just old-fashioned, old country people. Just make yourself at home. We don't believe in visitors. We believe when you walk through them doors, you're one of us. Amen. And we want you just to feel like one of us and feel very, very well. We've got a very special service tonight. And you say, how do you do a candlelight service? I don't know. I've never been to but one. And I've done it. I don't know what you're supposed to do. We're going to do every how God leads. We had one last year, and the Lord blessed so much. It's a very special service, and naturally, we hope to make this a tradition from year to year. On the Sunday night before Christmas, we'll have a candlelight service, and there's a whole lot about light. Okay? I'm going to read 2 or 3 times as we go through here and read a little scripture, and probably a short service. I don't think, if it don't matter, if it's an hour and a half service, that's fine, but I think it'd be kind of a short service. When we get done, we all going to take our lights. If it ain't raining, we're going outside and stand on the steps and on the porch, and we're going to sing out there. We done that last year, and these people still talking about that. There was cars stopping all over the interstate. Listen to Bays Mountain Church sing Christmas carols. And the Bible said this. It said to let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works. That's one way we can let our light shine. Let people know that we're up here on this mountain. Let them know that we're up here and we're worshiping the Lord. Before we get started, we're going to ask Brother John, if he would, stand, lead us in a word of prayer. We won't be having altar prayer tonight. We do believe in altar prayer. We have it every service. But tonight we're going to ask John if he would lead us in a word of prayer.
Father, we thank you again for another time to give us God, we just thank you for here that you've given us here at the church. The Holy Sweet Spirit, God, we can feel it in the stomach. We just thank you for that. God, we just ask you to be with him and bring the message on this session. Lead and guide him in the way to help us to be your Father. Forgive us, Lord, when we fail. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Y'all don't need to stand. You don't need to turn with me, but in the first chapter of Genesis, God said something here, the writer of the book of Genesis did, that I think is very important, and I think it's important for this service. As we light the candles and have a candlelight service, notice what that happened when God created the heavens and the earth. And folks, I believe God created them. Amen. I don't believe it was a big bang. I don't think it just happened, but I think that my God created the heavens and the earth. He had an immaculate plan, and it's still going on today. He's not done yet. He just created heavens and earth, and he started. And look here what he done. It said, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the waters. And the first thing that God created, he said, and God said, let there be light. After God created the heavens and the earth, the first thing he made was he made light. I want you to think about that. And God saw the light, that it was good. And I want you to notice the next thing that God done before he started putting everything together and letting the dry land appear and hanging the sun and the moon. And notice the sun ain't been made yet, by the way. But the light was already there. Before he done anything else, and he saw that the light was good, it said, and God divided the light from the darkness. And yet today it's still divided. Darkness cannot overcome light. You come in this church, you flip a light switch on at night, and the light overcomes the darkness. You can't come in the middle of the day and flip a switch and the darkness overcome the light. It don't work that way. But God created light and He separated. And honey, I want to tell you on this before going. I'm not going to preach. I could. A preacher couldn't preach on light. Something's wrong with him. But God separated the darkness from the light, and in our lives also as Christians, that darkness should be separated. He told us, said, come ye out from among the world and be ye separated. The world is full of darkness. He said this, He said, but in me, He said, you'll have light. Amen. We're going to start out tonight by lighting just a few candles. And before we do that, Oliver's going to come and he's going to read a poem to us here in just a second. Come on up, honey, if you want to. We appreciate our youth. Amen. And after he reads this, we've got some people that we lost in the church this year. And some different ones are going to come up and light candles. Some we lost in the last 2 or 3 years. Others will light candles for those. And then we've got something else we're going to do as well. Oliver's going to start out by reading us a poem.
Okay, it's called I'm Spending Christmas with Jesus Christ This Year. I see the countless Christmas trees around the world below, with tiny lights like heaven's stars reflecting on the snow. The sight is so spectacular, please wipe away that tear, for I'm spending Christmas with Jesus Christ this year. Amen. I hear the many Christmas songs that people hold so dear, but the sounds of music can't compare with the Christmas choir up here. For I have no words to tell you the joy their voices bring, for it is beyond description to hear an angel sing. I can tell you of the splendor of the peace here in this place. Can you just imagine Christmas with our Savior face to face? I'll ask Him to light your spirit as I tell Him of your love, so then pray for one another as you lift your eyes above. Please let your hearts be joyful and let your spirit sing, for I'm spending Christmas in heaven and I'm walking with the King. Amen.
We'll start out by lighting 4 candles, and after that, Larry and Margaret's going to come sing before we finish lighting the rest of them. But we lost, to me, one of the dearest friends I've ever had this year. He was one of my best friends. And we're going to ask if Roger and Kathy and Ted, if somebody else, Doug, we're going to ask them 4 to come up to light a candle for Rick Quisenberg. If they want to say anything, they can. All these 4. You want to come too, Chris? These 4 are so close to Rick. Yeah, I asked Chris if he went.
Rick was a precious friend. He always had my back, and he had Tim's back. I know that if I ever needed anything, Rick would have been there. There's 2 people that's in my life that's called me their little buddy. One of them was Dr. Barry in the Park Center, and the other one was Rick. He always called me. He talked to him every night before he hung up. He'd say, tell my little buddy on that. I missed him, but I know he's in a better place, and I thank God for the peace in my heart knowing where he's at.
Rick Quisenberg was one of my dear friends. I had the honor, a lot of people, if they have one friend in a lifetime, has been blessed. But I've had several good friends. I really have. Rick was one of my dearest friends. He got real close in the last 2 years. Me and him was real close. I talked to him 4 or 5 times a day. And I found myself in the last little bit, I'd go to dial a telephone and get him. He was close to me. But he's got his mate. We got ours to get. He had a, and I don't want to go on, but we prayed and prayed and prayed that Rick would be able to have his surgery so he could get back to a life that he could enjoy. He loved fishing better than anybody. But he wanted a life that he could do things. He didn't like standing and watching. He didn't like when we was doing something out here. All he could do was push a broom. He was full of him. But I just thank the Lord that I had him as a friend, And I've got several more good friends, and I don't want to lose any. I'm selfish.
Brother Rick, you can count on him being there.
Amen.
You could too.
Amen.
It's okay.
Thought about him a lot. Think about the day goes by, then I think about it. Then I go back quite a few years. And there was a time there when, I mean, we were inseparable. You ever saw one, you saw the other. And then we kind of got away from each other there for about 2 or 3 years. The Lord just put us back together here at the church. And doggone him, he used to, he'd come by and we'd load up and go fishing. And I was still working at that time, so the only time we could go would be on Saturday morning. And I always did look forward to the time when I got to retire to work and him could go all the time. I retired in March. Rick wasn't able to go. Never did get to. But Rick was, to my family, he was like a brother. He was like to my kids, he was like an uncle. To my grandkids, he was like their uncle. All of them knew him. And a little grandson, oldest grandson, I always called him Ricky Rick. And he'd say, if I call Ricky Rick, he's on the phone. And so Bo got to, when Bo came along, he got to know, he got to spend that time with Rick too, through me talking to him every day. Bo told me there last week, he said, Papa, he said, I know you miss Rick. Now this is a 4-year-old. He said, I miss him. I just told him, I said, we'll see him again.
Amen.
Yeah. Bless the good Lord.
So, Miss Penny this morning come, she couldn't hardly make it through the service. She's really having a hard time. Remember her.
Yeah. Bless your heart. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Next, we want to light a candle for is a dear lady that we lost just a couple of weeks ago. I was going to call on Ernest, and he's not here tonight, but one that was a good friend of Ava's, Ava Fleener, was Sister Ruth. And Ruth, I want to ask you if you would come up and light a candle for Ava. Drew, you want to kill all the lights, put the center here. Slide them on this side. Turn it over.
Where's the bottom one then? Push the top.
Yeah, she was a dear friend. She was a dear friend of my mom. She used to come to church regular. Mommy would wake her up every Sunday morning. She'd call her by 8 o'clock and get Ava up. And Ava loved this church. She was hoping to get married and come back to church, but God had a better plan for her. She'll be missed.
Miss Kay, don't come up light one for me. That's right. That's right, Kathy. Bless your heart. Mickey was a dear friend. Mickey had my back, folks. I'm like Ted, I can't get started. I'm not gonna get started tonight. Miss Sandy?
Mickey told me one time, he said that we said pretty much.
Yeah. Mickey told me that. He said, you don't have to worry about the needs of the church. As long as me and Gerald Trent's alive, we'll play everything here. Sandy's more like him for this year.
I miss her. She loved this church. I was a mama's girl. I was mommy's baby. But like I said, mom didn't suffer. She just struggled the last year so hard. And the last 2 weeks of her life, the hardest prayer I've ever prayed was, Lord, if you're not going to make her well, just take her home. Because she wasn't happy. And she wanted to go. And after it happened, you know, how can you cry? How can you be sad when God's done what you asked him to do? He answered that prayer. And like I said, it was a hard prayer to pray, but she's happy now. And therefore, I'm happy because I'm not having to watch her struggle like she was. And God knows I miss her, and I'm sure that she didn't want to leave me, but yet she knew I'd be okay because we both serve the Lord. And I know she's okay, and she knew I was going to be okay.
That's right, honey. Bless your heart, Sandy. Yeah. Bible for his dad and brother.
like to say, I had a good preacher woman. Just a couple of days before she passed away, she called me over. I was standing by her bedside. She combing her hair. Or when she got me by the hand, she said, honey, I said, what? She said, I'm gonna make you a promise. I'm just gonna wait till we get to Rick. I got a lot to go to heaven for. A lot to look forward to. Seeing a lot of love, seeing a lot of friends. We're not a lot of Rick. Bad time of year for me for Rick. And me and Rick spent a lot of time together in basketball season. We went to watch high school basketball together. Bad time of me for Rick. Yes, Rick. Short time I knowed him, I miss him. But you know, something gonna be reunion.
Amen.
Oh, there's never been one like that gonna be. I can't hardly wait, thank God. Get over there. See all my loved ones. But I'm gonna like this for my wife, Joy. She had the right name, Joy. But she sure was a joy. Thank you.
Tim, can you write one for Bill's brother, Vic, that passed away?
Sure. Who wants to come do that?
Daniel,
Come on, man.
Bill's brother, Vic.
Yeah, he passed away this year. I know not to get something folks like to say, there's one person or all of his sons.
A loved one you be near the end of life's journey, but he'd been holding to God's hand a long, long time. And as I knelt beside his bed, my heart was blessed by what he said. If I go or if I stay, the victory's mine. Amen. I'm a winner either way. If I go or if I stay, 'cause I'll still have my Jesus each passing day. I'll have a healing here below, or life forever if I go. So praise the Lord, I'm a winner either way. Oh, none of us really know about tomorrow. We must prepare to go to heaven any day. So while we're here, let's trust the Lord. He'll lead us safe to a reward, and by His grace we'll be over. I'm a winner either way. If I go or if I stay, I'll still have my Jesus each passing day. I'll have a healing here below, or life forever if I go. So praise the Lord, I'm a winner either way. So praise the Lord, I'm a winner either way.
Amen.
said, folks, go ahead, John.
I want to thank God for this church.
Bless
I
you.
lost my daughter 8 years.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for this church, I wouldn't have made it. And I don't know, I know that they should find, I was thinking about it. And I said, I go to church.
Yeah.
Be with the family.
Brother.
God, we just thank you. Her name is Joanne, and she loved to go to church. She loved to go to church, she loved to sing. I just thank God for her.
Bless your heart, John. We're gonna, next thing we do, and we use electric candles, and we got plenty, if you need them, folks. Let's have those that have lost children. If you can all come up together, one at a time, it don't matter, but if everybody wants to come up, and we'll light a candle for them, and we can set them right here across the top of the podium. Y'all can light them, hand them to me, and I'll put them up here for you. If you want to say something, we'll do. All that have lost children, if you want to come up. It's on the switch on the bottom.
Tonight is the anniversary of the death of my son. He was accident about 22 years ago tonight. Around this time. He was on his way to our church Christmas party. It's something you never get out. The closeness of the church, it can bring you through things. I don't know how people that doesn't have a church to go to when they lose somebody like that, how they could deal with it. I really don't. But, I know where he's at.
Yes.
One of these days I'm gonna get a seat. And like he was talking about just a little bit ago, there's gonna be a reunion one of these days. You know, it's gonna be one of the noisiest places in the world. So
Praise
you
the
don't
good
like
Lord.
noise, you better not go, because I'm gonna be shouting.
Yeah.
Lord ain't shouted me yet, but he will one of these days. He might.
Everybody what his name is.
His name was Dale Johnson. Roger Dale Johnson.
Bless the good Lord. Go ahead, I.
God gave me the God gave me the satisfaction of knowing where my son was going. I called him on a Sunday night back in 2000, and I asked him how he was. Well, he said, "Dad, I'm all right." I said, "Son, that ain't what I asked you." He said, "Oh, I know what you asked me, Dad." He had went up on Mount Rainier, up past the frost line. That's where there's nothing up there but rocks and dirt. And he said, they went up there to pray and talk to God. He said, "Dad, I'm all right. So don't worry if something happens to me." And that was on a Sunday night. He died Monday evening in that week. And I thank God for him letting me know where he's at. And I'm going to see him again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I thank God for that opportunity to talk to him and to know what he expects. I miss him. But you know, God sent me a little boy in my life.
Precious.
He clings to me like glue, and that little boy that sits on my lap.
Amen.
I thank God for that. He's done so much for me, it took me all night to tell you how much he's done for me. I'm looking forward to going.
Amen.
Whether it's tonight or tomorrow, it don't matter. When he's ready, I'm ready. Name was William Edward Boyd.
You know, I thank God every day. You never know how it goes. You know, you never know how it feels if you lose a son, you know, unless you've been there. And I know Brother Ivan and Brother Roger, but I mean, their son's been gone a long time, mine's been gone a long time. And even for about the first 4 years that I lost my son, I couldn't even talk about it. I had a hard time today. One thing that I know for certain, my son didn't have it.
Amen.
He got saved about 4 weeks before he got killed. He was killed.
Praise the good Lord.
And I thank God continuously for that. Allowing my son to come before him and give his life and heart to him. My son was raised in church. Like I said, he was going to church every Sunday, and that's where I was every Sunday in church. He was by my side, you know. So, and you know, one of the things that really hurt me when I was talking to him later, you know, he said, Dad, he said, I thought you was perfect. It was hard enough. I mean,
Bless your
I
heart.
wasn't perfect, you know.
Bless your heart.
But I thank God, like I said, I thank him every day. I thank Lord Jesus Christ for my son giving his life.
Amen.
His name is James Patrick Garrett. I want to say again, bless my little girl. And, you know, little Sophie was sent into this world to me. Take souls.
Amen.
I just thank God for her. And she was a wonderful person. She loved to go to church. She loved to go to church. She loved to pray in church. I guess every day, like I said, it was for this church. I couldn't make it. And I appreciate it. My mother died the day of Christmas last year. Christmas night, I really had that time for me. The only happy thing about it is the angels announcing them the birth of my Lord and Savior. That I'm happy about. I don't find even a year later. It's just not right. Seems like for a child passed away before 11 o'clock. I love him with all my heart. I always say it like most children do. Best dad in the world.
Amen.
Establish my way in life. I want to thank you tonight for saving me, cleansing me, changing my everlasting life. Give me a life of eternity. Amen. That's everything. That's what I'm here. That's what I'm here. I have lost
Just leave it open.
mother the day
I
after.
said, just leave it open so I
All
can
the way
see.
open.
It don't matter, as long as
Many,
we
many
got some
of my
light.
family. Most of them, they have godly festival. That's what I'm afraid.
sir.
It's nothing that I've done. It's all
That's what he's done.
Amen. I'm gonna place this candle in my honor of my son, Savior. Great day before him. But it's gonna take God. It seems like everybody in the world is trying to change everyone's life.
Yes, sir.
So it's gonna take God to do it.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
Nothing I can do. I get you folk know, when you start living with your family and Christian life, like you're digging a hole, you're burying yourself. You can't get very far. But I hope and pray that one of these days that somebody's prayer will reach heaven. They will reach my Savior. And he will send back a message in some way. He will see it. It's his life saved before this life is over. We're all facing that one day. But we want to be there. I want to be. I love this church. I really love this lifestyle.
Amen.
I enjoy being here. I've always.
Bless your heart, brother.
I pray for his food to get bitter. I pray for his bed to go up where he can't sleep. But I don't pray any harm. I just pray that God will hear somebody's prayer. Turn his heart and life over.
Bless your heart.
I'd like to sing it yesterday. It's going to take God.
It'll take God, Jim.
May God bless you.
Bless your heart.
His name is Shane. Shane Mullins.
I thank the Lord, and I thank Him for saving my soul. And we praise our son in church, tried to teach him the best we could. But you know, we can't save him, and we can't do anything but pray for him. And I make this prayer with teacher first.
I like to say tonight before I sit down, I appreciate my other son.
Yeah, sure do.
It's the first time that he's ever been here. His wife.
Yeah.
My grandson, it's the first time for him. You don't know what joy it is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, amen.
That you can have your family in church.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
My grandson, this past April, saved and baptized.
Praise the good Lord.
I'm sure some of you have been through that. They ain't no greater feeling other than being saved, just to see your children.
Yeah.
House of the Lord, what they've been through.
Yes, sir.
So pray for my family, pray for me and my wife.
Bless you,
We
Jim.
need your prayers. May God bless you. sir.
Amen.
Bless your heart.
We lost our son, December 29, 7 years ago. He was the Lord. I was meeting, I couldn't take it. But it's hard this time of year. And I asked the Lord, who do I
know, when I lost her, we had a baby that was 3 weeks old. So, and, you know, when something happens like that, it's a flame sometimes. Like everybody else, a lot of people like talking about it, but it went flame sometimes. What I done, she does, what good I done, these birth defects she had. You know, it just takes, but it takes time to get over it. You can't talk about it every 30 seconds. You go from 30 seconds to hours, maybe days. But then you only too many days go by that you don't think about it. And then she was 9 years old, and I couldn't figure out that far back. Her name was Penny Faith Trent. And I love her. I love her. I went to Korea. She, I don't remember all the dates, but she just was about a year old. Well, she was born, and then about 2 years on went to Korea on the service. Went to Korea, stayed over there 13 months, come back. Well, I didn't figure she didn't know it. But she did. I give out, so I can remember, I crawled up on the bed, you know, she crawled up right there. Amen. And you know, you got memories like that you would never forget.
That's right. Sure you would. That's right.
Christian heart, man.
That's right.
I thank the Lord for what time we have. She went to church, every time the church door was open, we could go. I work, she'll work, sometimes I go, sometimes I couldn't. Yeah, but, like I said, I just thought about the church, in it, bigger church than this. But you just don't have the love and the, like you know people. It's like they're awful brother. It's like Wayne's my brother, you know, I could just go to him and say, I get up here in front of the church and you know, it don't bother me. I pass up right along, it don't bother me. I just do the best I can, you know. And it's just like being with home folks.
It is. Yeah, it's supposed to be.
And that's the best way, and that's the best feeling I've ever had. I was thankful for this church.
Amen.
Each and every person that's in here, from the preacher all down to me.
Folks, before they sing, I'll say this, because after this, and I'm going to ask if they would, the youth are going to pass everybody out a candle here while Larry and Margaret sing. If you guys are on the front to do that. But look at these lights. Every one of them represents something. Every one of them is somebody that lived. They were true lives that lived here on the face of this earth. And they were our people, our kin people, our friends, our sons, our daughters. And we need to remember that. And you say, well, they've gone on. Let me tell you, death might separate us for a day or two, but it can't put out the light.
Amen.
It can't put out that light one day after one. Every one of these lights that are representing the life here, we're going to meet them, every one, when we get to the other side. You all sing.
Steve light a candle in honor of his dad.
Sure. Right on.
Amen.
There's a banquet set for God's holy kingdom. The most distinguished guest grace the table fine. This old beggar you now see has been invited, and they're all expecting me to come and dine. Yes, they're looking for me at the royal banquet. They've already set a place for me to dine. Some have already left for the gathering, but they won't celebrate till all the guests arrive. I'll be leaving here in royal transportation, and I'll arrive on golden streets inside the gates. For this old country girl, there'll be a grand reception, and they're all expecting me. I just can't wait. Yes, they're looking for me at the royal banquet. They've already set a place for me to dine. Some have already left for the gathering, but they won't celebrate till all the guests arrive. I'll be leaving here in royal transportation, and I'll arrive on golden streets inside the gates. For this old country girl, there'll be a grand reception, and they're all expecting me. I just can't wait. Yes, they're looking for me at the royal banquet. They've already set a place for me to dine. Some have already left for the gathering, but they won't celebrate till all the guests arrive. No, they won't celebrate till all the guests arrive.
One of these days it's gonna girdle itself again. And it's gonna serve us at the table in front of God. He said he would, son of God. Therefore, I believe it because the word of God says it.
That's right, amen.
Yeah!
Bless the good Lord. Bless the Lord. I'm going to read a little bit more scripture. Bless your heart. Go ahead, Wayne. Don't you hurry. It comes to me.
Amen. Go ahead, brother.
We're going to change just a little bit. Going to have one more song. The other next song will end the service, I guess, and then we're going outside. Don't let me forget this. I hate to bring it up in the service. There's extra cookies and hot chocolate up in the harbor, and some's going up there. You're welcome to go up there and have cookies and hot chocolate after we sing. Don't forget that. I won't announce that again. In the first chapter of the book of St. John, the Bible said this. It said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. What, honey? Okay, we'll do that. Right there you go. All right. He wanted to candle too. That's good. The Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. Listen to this. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not anything made that was made. Listen, folks, in Him was life.
Amen.
And the life, here listen, the life was the light of men. Did you know this? I'm going to read just a couple more verses, say just a word, and then they're going to sing again. But did you know that science has proved now at conception, when the sperm fertilizes the egg, do you know what takes place?
Amen.
There's a spark of light.
Amen.
Oh, that puts me on shouting ground. His light, it takes the light of God. They killing all these little babies. There ought to be millions of candles lit today for the ones they killed in the womb.
Amen.
Was the light of men, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. It goes on, it talks about a man that was named John that was sent, but said he wasn't the light, but he was sent to bear witness of that light. Folks, that's what our purpose is here today on this earth, is to bear witness of that light. I don't care that anybody knows my name. I don't care that they know something about me and all that. I don't care about directing people toward me or even Base Mountain, and I love my church and I love all you, but we need to be pointing toward Jesus Christ today. He's the one that's alive. He's the one that we was sent to bear witness of. They're going to sing one more after this, then we'll all go outside, take your light outside, and we're going to stand on the steps and we're going to sing for the Lord. Amen. But light that little light. I'm going to ask you to do this as you light it, as they sing. You hold it up. I remember the old song where you sing it outside, this little light of mine. Let's hold it up, and by doing that, saying, Lord, in the next 12 months, this coming year, I want to let my light shine more for you. I want somebody to see Jesus in me. We'll let them sing, and then we'll go outside.
If I survey all the goodness that comes to me from above, and when I count all His blessings from the storehouse of love, I'd simply ask for the favor of Him beyond mortal men, and I'm sure that He granted again and again. I want to stroll over heaven with you some glad day, when all the troubles and heartaches that truly vanish away. We'll enjoy all the beauty where all things are new. I want to stroll over heaven with you. We'll renew old acquaintance with friends we once knew. Then we'll meet all our loved ones and see Jesus true. That will be a glad reunion. There'll be much to do while I stroll over heaven with you. When my burdens are over and my work here is through, when I'm called home to glory, I'd like to see you. I'll see Jesus, my Savior, and loved ones true. Then I'll stroll over heaven with you. I want to stroll over heaven with sleigh band.